Alright guys, welcome to my channel. This is your boy Toby. Just in case it's the first time you're meeting me or you're seeing this channel, you might just want to subscribe, like, comment on the videos, and as well please share this video so that people see and know what's happening in our environment. Alright guys, good news for the indigenous people, and at this stage, at this point, I think Nnamdi Kanu is definitely going home. That's just the good news. So, and I want you guys to actually look at this video, okay? A video clip of DSS allowing the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu to go and see Nnamdi Kanu, and as well, his doctor going in to see him, and so many things, and that sounds like good news. Okay, so I wouldn't want to bug you with too many sayings, but I want you guys to please take your time and watch this video, then drop your opinion in the comment section. Okay, tell me what you think about what's going on and what's on.
Now, amid increasing worry across Nigeria about the fate of the separatist leader Nnamdi Kanu, one man who's worked tirelessly to help secure his freedom would have to be Honorable Obi AguOcha, who is a member of the House of Representatives. He's done everything possible to help Mr. Kanu regain his freedom, from rallying dozens of politically middle-of-the-road federal lawmakers across party and ethnic lines to writing to President Tinubu and calling for Mr. Kanu's urgent release. And now, after yet another intervention by him, Mr. Kanu's legal team have conducted their first successful visitation with their client since that small victory captures the difficulties faced by both Mr. AguOcha and Nnamdi Kanu's legal team in trying to create a pathway to Mr. Kanu's freedom, even as many across Nigeria express dismay, incomprehension, and anger at his continued incarceration. So, amid all the upset, where do things stand at the moment in that campaign, as a stony-faced government continues to rebuff all entreaties to set the captive free?
All right, so I think at this point, okay, the decision that brought this idea of allowing the lawyers and the doctors and some persons to actually pay a visit is a good decision. But I tell you, this decision also has to be extended to, having to let the young man leave the detention of the DSS because of the too many interests that other countries has actually gotten. It's made this thing to have escalated to this level. So I want you guys to please drop your opinion in the comment section, and let's see what happens next.
Well, for more on this, I'm joined now in the studio by the member of the National Assembly representing the Ikwana-Umuahia Federal Constituency, Honorable Obi AguOcha. Thank you very much indeed for coming in.
Thank you, Charles. I'm happy to be back here again.
Well, it's good to see you again.
Thank you, Sam.
So this is a small victory, isn't it? But it is certainly a victory of sorts, getting Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers, who haven't visited him since September. To gain access to him. And they issued a statement thanking you and commending you for your effort in that regard. How did you pull it off?
Well, easily. The lawyers approached me sometime in September, not just as somebody who is at the forefront of the advocacy, but also as Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's representative at the Federal House. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is from Umuahia North. I'm also from Umuahia North. We grew up together. We played soccer in Umuahia. So he's somebody well-known. Both families are well-known to each other. So it is my utmost responsibility as a Federal House member representing him to speak for him where no one else would speak for him. Not just for him, but for many others in that gap who may be facing one challenge or the other, especially in the administration of criminal justice as it pertains to Nigeria. So I've been speaking about him. We've started to make some headway. Previously, it was very combative between the government's approach and, of course, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's legal team's approach. So they approached me to say, well, for over a period of time, they've not had access to him. So I wrote to the director of DSS. He responded. Rather than escalate it, in the chamber of the House of Representatives, I chose to involve my speaker. And we had a tripartite meeting between myself, the Speaker, and the DG SSS, and we'll resolve some of the issues, pending when the lawyers will come together, because the matter is still in court. The judge handling the matter was also involved in the process, but yesterday was the first time that the lawyers were given access to him at the directive of the DGSSS, whom I commend him tremendously. He has come to this position, a very difficult position, in handling a very sensitive issue. But he has come in this position also being mindful that the issue at hand is a very sensitive issue, and he's putting a human face.
Well, forgive me if I beg to differ, but I mean, this is a democratic country, and in a democracy, somebody has the right to a legal defense team.
Of course.
In whatever circumstance
Well, I
they
thought as
find
much too.
themselves
I
in.
thought as much too.
So for all this sort of thank you and so on and so forth, I don't understand. It's his legal right, isn't it?
The legal issues, like I said in my earlier statement, that are well known to both parties, it stemmed from the Nnamdi Kanu's legal team requesting for a recusal of the judge. So the judge, recall, recused herself. So the position of the DSS, or the position of the government, now becomes, well, since the judge has recused herself from the matter, there are no longer issues of consultation between the lawyers and Nnamdi Kanu.
Well, that's perverse.
However, even some of the applications that were made in court were withdrawn, because the same question would have been asked. Well, if the same judge has recused himself, and all the decisions of the judge, as the government had claimed, was a nullity, then the same judge was the one that gave the detention order for Nnamdi Kanu. So that ought to have rendered that also as
null
a nullity.
and void.
Null and void.
But even beyond that, I mean, it doesn't matter what the circumstances are. It is his
fundamental right.
It is his legal right,
yes.
to ask for a judge to be recused if he feels that he's not getting
fair
the right
trials.
treatment. That does not preclude. It's got nothing to do with his right to have access to his lawyers.
I perfectly agree with you. That was the position we took. That was the position even in the meeting between myself, the Speaker, and the DGSS. I took that position. Mr. Speaker concurred with that position. Even the DG concurred. Now, while I was saying thank you, the DG could have easily come to that meeting and feign ignorance of the law and say, no, well, let's status quo remain. Let's keep, going at each other. They will release one press statement. The Kanu lawyers will release one press statement. But he recognizes the position of the law and set aside the office of DSS, who could have come in as a cowboy. But he now said, no, I want things to be done properly. He gave the room to allow myself, the Speaker, the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu to be engaged in this, finding a solution that will enable both sides at least to begin to talk and have access to Nnamdi Kanu. It's not just that. There were issues as well concerning the health of Nnamdi Kanu. It was rumored that he was dead. It was rumored that he was ill, which I also asked the DG. The DG, for the first time, they've never had it before, allowed Nnamdi Kanu to choose a doctor of his own choice, and at the same time allowed him to also to choose a medical facility beyond the government medical facilities for his treatment. Nnamdi Kanu has exercised that privilege, and will continue as well to.
So he's now gone to the hospital.
Oh yeah, he's gone. The last time he went was, I think, October the 3rd.
Right.
And he confirmed it to me because part of my effort was also to see him, to discuss with him, to know his thought process as to everything that is going around, and also to brief him and to make him understand the circumstances around. And then he assured me that he's comfortable with the doctor that he chose. He's comfortable with the medical facility that he chose as well to go to. So on issues of access and issues of management of his health, I can say that this current DG of SSS has been very cordial, has been very respectful.
Much more so than the past. Right.
Much more than in the past. That was why I said he has shown a human face.
But in the larger scheme of things, how much does it move the needle forward in terms of getting Mr. Kanu closer to breathing the air of freedom?
Charles, I can tell you the whole lot of things have been done, not just by me, but well-meaning Nigerians, stakeholders, who have found this to be an issue of injustice, who has also found this to appear, like the last time I was there, I said it would appear that there are two sets of rules in Nigeria, one for every other Nigerian and another one for the Igbo man. Where every other Nigerian will scale certain circumstances, the Igbo man will find it very difficult to scale. But that what we thought would have been more meaningful is the invocation of sections 174 of the Nigerian Constitution that allows the Attorney General, before the determination or a judgment of the court that he can write to withdraw the matter. There are precedents that have already been set on this.